Hey everyone, I hope you're doing well and staying safe during this time. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. Like I said, thank you so much for checking me out. If you haven't done so, please make sure to hit that subscribe button just right below the video. Cool, thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. And if you're returning, welcome back. Thanks again for your support. I truly do appreciate having you here.
What does a quick settlement also do? And we're talking about for Ethereum, actually. It was floated as a suggestion by Charles Gasparino from Fox that in fact it may be that Gary Gensler can't discuss Ether, because we know he can't discuss XRP or Ripple because of the ongoing case, but it may be that he says he can't discuss Ethereum because maybe there is an investigation underway for Ethereum. So he entertains the notion. He says, think about it for a minute. What's the absolute best play for Ether Foundation, Vitalik Buterin, and Joseph Lubin, etc., to cut a deal? It would give Ether certainty moving forward. Gensler's receiving all this pressure related to the free pass. I wouldn't be surprised to hear about a settlement, he says, in response to Charles Gasparino's thought that there could be an investigation. He says, what does a quick settlement also do? It prevents a lengthy investigation into the disguised whales, which we've all shared and revealed here on the channel and other influencers and channels around. We've all seen the video and the audio, participated in the ICO, etc. It also gives Gensler a public win. How quick would the Ethereum founders pay the $18 million that was claimed to have been raised in the initial coin offering to begin with? Really great insights. But here's another thing that is puzzling me. I talked about this the other day, and shout out to ProCoin News for picking this up. Blockchain Association and Digital Chamber of Commerce. Something funny going on here? Excuse me if this article seems overly pessimistic or conspiratorial, but after a while you have to start questioning things. When things don't add up, you have to start asking why. Is there something else going on behind the scenes? Are we just watching a movie and all the world's a stage? Today we ask those questions about Blockchain Association and the Digital Chamber of Commerce, because while they claim to be industry associations, they seem to be unable to advocate for anyone other than Bitcoin and Ethereum. The largest point to that, if I could sidestep the article for a second, is that we know John Deaton is representing over 65,000 XRP holders at this point. They have not acknowledged him at all. Don't you find that puzzling? I know I do. Which eventually makes you wonder if they're really just fronts for pushing Bitcoin or Ethereum, or worse, were they in on the Ethereum ICO? We're not making any allegations, we're just asking questions. Good questions though, questions that it's about time someone asked, because it's unclear how they can be an industry association and never once do anything to support XRP while it is being sued by the SEC. Even if you don't like XRP, it doesn't take too much to realize if XRP loses the case, dozens or hundreds of other cryptos fall next. That would be something you might want to fight against if you're an industry association, wouldn't you think? But all we get is silence. So we're speaking up, and they noticed a tweet that I put out a couple days ago actually asking Jake Travinsky from the Blockchain Association to stand up and ask for a public audit of the Ethereum ICO, and to ask the even deeper question, Why didn't the SEC do it to begin with? Let's take a look right here. Lithuania's central bank has told the country's banks to prepare for power cuts and cyber attacks. Now, I've always found this interesting. Just like the WEF, the World Economic Forum, when they told everybody before the pandemic happened that there was going to be a pandemic, I started wondering, just like the antivirus stuff on computers, it's like, who benefits with that kind of viruses going around on computers? It's not some guy in his mom's basement who's disgruntled about the internet and people using computers, unless he created the anti-software to make it go away, right? So you have to start wondering here, how is it Lithuania's central bank knows that there's cyber attacks coming? Oh, I don't know. I just don't know. 120 billion oil and gas giant ConocoPhillips is joining Bitcoin mining fuel business. Oh, yes, they are. Oh, yes, they are. And look at what they're doing. According to a representative from the firm, the decision to dive into Bitcoin business was in line with the company's objectives to reduce and ultimately eliminate routine flaring as soon as possible, no later than 2030, which falls in line with the carbon neutral goals, right, in the green agenda globally. The company, which operates in 14 countries, has published various reports explaining its intention to tackle the emission problem caused by routine flaring in the lower 48 states, with which back and falls, is also expressed a deep interest in partnering with technologies and the potential to provide a solution to incessant problem of carbon emissions. It goes on to say here that flaring process can be used because it's reducing the use of unsustainable energy sources by really turning it into Bitcoin miners and using it to their advantage. This could be a really good relationship. It's a pilot program for now, but we'll keep an eye on it. Take a look at this, because this is something else to keep an eye on. It's Coinbase, Robinhood, Kraken, and other top exchanges join new anti-money laundering organization. And it's worth noting. Right here, they have joined the organization Trust, which will join the Travel Rule Universal Solution Technology, a joint solution created to comply with the U.S. Financial Crimes Enforcement Network, known as FinCEN, and their Travel Rule, which requires financial institutions to collect and retain certain information related to funds transfers and transmittals in the amount of $3,000 or more. We know that this travel rule has been in question, but it looks like the exchanges are absolutely making sure that all the regulators understand they are willing to comply. So you better be aware of that too. Looking right here, New York Stock Exchange, you just can't make it up. Files for NFTs. I think it's safe to say it's on like Donkey Kong, like we hear digital asset investors say, and I know I say it too. We're from that era. Donkey Kong was a big game, damn it, back in the day, and I used to love it. But anyway, let's take a look at this, because look how big it actually is. It really is on like Donkey Kong. The New York Stock Exchange has applied for trademark licenses to launch metaverse, NFT, and cryptocurrency-related products, according to a filing with the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office from February 10th. Take a listen. While NYSE denies it has imminent plans to launch virtual products, the licenses would allow stock exchange to create a digital marketplace alongside its existing exchange. If approved, the NYSE could create an entirely new marketplace for buying and selling NFTs. You don't suppose that's because Gary Gensler's going to have all NFTs be securities, do you? Because I happen to think that it is. And I think, actually, not many times do I align with the gentleman, but I think a lot of NFTs could be made to say that they really are, in fact, securities, depending on the situation. Looking right here, Digital Euro Association partners with Ripple. We talked about this news, broke this news a few days ago on the channel, but it gets bigger. And first of all, this is Yoshitaka Katal sharing this news from SBI, an original seed investor in Ripple. He finds it to be pretty powerful. We did too. But let's take another look here and get a little deeper and just understand the scope of what's going on here. Stasis will issue the euros, or EURS, I'm going to call them euros, but we know it's a stable coin called EURS, on the XRP ledger. This is big. You know who else thinks so? Monica Long. She says she's pumped for StasisNet to bring its leading euro stablecoin to the XRP ledger. Stablecoins have existed on the XRP ledger since 2012-2013, providing an easy on-off ramp for developers to use the OG decentralized exchange for hyper-efficient liquidity. And isn't this the important role to take with us as we go into this information? It is the XRP ledger is a decentralized exchange, bridging the paper fiat to digital world to the new digital world. That's what we're talking about. Let's take a look at this very quickly because it is pretty remarkable here. I'm going to move through it quickly, but look. EURS is the leading euro stablecoin. It is the leading euro stablecoin and among the top 10 stablecoins globally. Ripple will provide Stasis with the technical support necessary to integrate it with the XRP ledger in the second half of 2022. Since Stasis has destined the lead innovation in stablecoin technology digital asset space, we're delighted to partner with Ripple as the trailblazer of this realm. It was the CEO, Gregory Klumnov. The partnership will focus on exploring options to provide other clients with greater financial access to stablecoins infrastructure and services via the XRP ledger. Built for payments, the XRP ledger and its built-in decentralized exchange can support the issuance of stablecoins with a unique fungible token functionality called issued currencies. It goes on and on to tell you just how great it is. So, with that being said, how great is it? Well, I'll tell you, just for euro itself, we need to look at some facts here. The euro itself, not the stablecoin, but the euro, which it will be backed by, is the most tangible proof of European integration. Around 341 million people use it every day, making it the second most used currency worldwide. The stablecoin backed by that is going to be on the ledger, the XRP ledger. How many countries are using it in the European Union? 19 out of 27 EU countries, which together constitute the Eurozone, officially called the Euro area, use the official currency. There's other areas in the world that acknowledge it as well. So I wanted to say here, they also monetary agreement in these places, and it lists all of these other places that it can be used in a monetary agreement too. And then in this came out November 2021 from the European Parliament on stablecoins, November 2021. I want to take you to page 5 here and show you how they're going to do it. You know, when we talk about, like, people say, look, I can't invest in stablecoins. Why do we even talk about them? Well, I'm about to show you why. And central bank digital currencies, because they're the on and off ramps to the digital world. And you know what? That makes the XRP ledger, the decentralized exchange XRP ledger, extremely important to the rest of the world too, because that's where your stable coins and CBDCs will begin to bridge all of us into the digital world, is it not? Well, listen here to the approach of the experts and what they say are their choices are here. The authors are of the view that for this to happen with the use of stablecoins, it's discussing the current regulatory infrastructure, including, for example, the Glass-Steagall Act or the Dodd-Frank Act, should be updated and or new legislation passed requiring stablecoin issuers to become banks insured by the Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation, FDIC, or to run their business out of an FDIC-insured bank. This is the language we're hearing 2 days ago in the Senate Banking Committee, is it not? One side of the aisle wants stablecoin issuers to become full-fledged banks. The other side of the aisle is saying, let's split the baby and let the private innovators be private innovators, but let's force them and regulate them to where they hold the reserves in a FDIC-insured bank so we can guarantee the reserves so there's not going to be a run or a problem in the one-to-one or a surplus. However, the experts also offered another option. If you don't like either one of those options, you could have Congress require that the Federal Reserve issue the central bank digital currency itself as a substitute for privately produced digital money such as stablecoins, and to tax private stablecoins out of existence. You know, I've been saying this for a couple of years about Bitcoin and anything else that the government doesn't like. They can simply tax or fine you. And they can simply say, if I catch you using it, if for a haircut or a dinner or buying clothes, and the merchant takes it, it'll be an X amount of money for a fine and X amount of time in jail, if they want to.
I'm your guy. I will keep you posted. I'm your advocate. I'll be back on a daily basis, usually multiple times per day, with these videos to keep you updated with everything going on. So, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you haven't done so, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Feel free to share any of my videos with your friends, family, social media, or anybody who may care to listen. Thanks so much for your continued support. I'm always here for you. I want to help you through this time. So thank you so much for continuing to choose me. Enjoy your day, stay safe, and I'll catch you again probably in a couple hours. Thanks, everybody. See you later.